Do you know what I've realized? I've realized that people spend their whole life trying to be understood. They want everyone to get them. They want approval, they want validation, and if someone doesn't give them that, they panic. They start over-explaining themselves over and over again until they feel seen, heard, and validated. But here is the truth that, can sting a little. You don't need people to understand you. In fact, being misunderstood can actually be a blessing. Think about it. Every person who did something different, every person who grew past their limits of their environment, and every person who evolved beyond the people around them, they were extremely misunderstood. People call them weird, arrogant, different, too much, too little, whatever you can think of. Because here's the thing when people misunderstand you. It just means that you no longer fit into the box that they have built for you. And that is growth. Because let's say that you're understood all the time. Well, that is not good because that means that you're predictable. People know that you're safe, you're familiar, they know exactly where they have you. And in a way they can control you, which we don't want and we don't like. And you're exactly where people expect you to be. And sure, that might feel safe and comfortable in the moment. But it also means that you're not growing. You are not stretching beyond what's easy. But listen, people will misunderstand you when you start to say no instead of yes. They will misunderstand you when you start putting yourself first instead of people pleasing. They will misunderstand you when you raise your standard. They will misunderstand you when you no longer take their disrespect and you actually want something better for your life and for yourself. And if you're not prepared for that, well, then you will shrink and you will try to be understood again and you will never evolve. But let me ask you this, what is worse? Living small so everyone around you can clap for you, or living a real, even if that means that they don't get you. Because here is what I've learned. Being misunderstood, it forces you to have a relationship with yourself. It forces you to face yourself. Because when people stop clapping and stop giving approval and stop saying, yes, I get you, and give you that energy that you want, that is when you are faced with silence. And in that silence, you have two choices: to run back to the crowd or actually finally listen to yourself. And that silence is extremely uncomfortable because for the first time, you are not being carried by other people's validations. It's just you, your thoughts, your reality, but that is exactly where strength is built. But do you know why so many people never grow? That's because they can't handle the silence. They can't handle not being understood. So they sell themselves out. They water themselves down just to be accepted, just so everyone can approve of them. And they will do that literally forever. But if you can handle being misunderstood, if you can sit in that silence and keep on walking, you will literally become unstoppable. Here is another angle if people misunderstand you. It exposes exactly who they are. Because if someone calls you selfish for setting a boundary, well, that's just admitting and proving to you that they liked you only because you didn't have any. And if someone calls you arrogant because now you have confidence, that is just them projecting their own insecurities. And if someone says, well, you've changed, good, because you are supposed to. Their reaction has nothing to do with your truth. It's just their discomfort with you not being a version of them they like you to be. And the freedom comes when you stop correcting them. You stop explaining yourself. You stop handing out PowerPoint slides to prove your intentions. Because the second you stop chasing understanding, that is the second you take back your own power. So here is my challenge to you. Stop wasting your breath defending yourself. Let them talk. Let them think whatever they want. Let them stay confused. That's none of your problem. Your problem is, are you willing to keep on walking when no one claps for you? Are you willing to trust yourself even if everyone around you is doubting you? Because the second you can answer yes to that, you've unlocked a kind of freedom most people never touch in their entire lives. So the next time that you are being misunderstood, don't panic, don't shrink, and definitely don't over-explain. Smile, because that is where you are growing. It means that you are evolving. It means that you're outgrowing the box that the people around you have built for you. And honestly, that's the whole point of life, to outgrow boxes, to evolve past the limits, to stop needing everyone around you to get it. So let them misunderstand you. Let them call you whatever they want, whatever names they can come up with. Let them build their stories about you. Because at the end of the day, you're not here to be understood. You're here to be real. You're here to grow. You're here to evolve. And if they don't get it, and if they don't want you to grow and evolve, that's a proof on them. That's a proof that you are on the right path, and let them say what they want.